welcome back to Growers Mensa. I want to get this video done real quick before my baby gets a little fussy and it's time to put her down for a nap. Alright, so guys, this is how my compost is looking. It's springtime, so it's time to turn the compost. This is how everything is looking. Let me turn on a light here. I did bring it in, so that I can do this and not be in the cold. I can make this video for you guys and take a little time to do it, as long as my daughter will allow me. And that way, just in case she does holler, not only can I hear her, but I don't have to bring her outside and it's not completely warm yet. Alright, so we're going to turn this over. I usually would use a combo of using these gloves and as well as my little mini shovel, but I forgot to grab it. And I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. Forgive my hair and how I'm looking. I'm in the middle of doing a style. I'm not gonna disclose that because that's for a video on my other page. But if you happen to catch a glimpse of my hair in this video, mind your business. Alright. So this is the I don't know what you want to call it, the paper that was covering up the compost. That's a bit worn, mildewed, so we're just gonna do this. And later on I'll have to use my shovel to turn it, just so I can get really down in the bottom, without worrying about it getting over, getting into the gloves and everything like that. But as you can see, this is filling up pretty good, pretty fast, within just a year. So you want to, if you're going to be doing this consistently, you want to make sure that you have a, what do you say, a bigger container. Sorry. Got a little stalled out there. But you want to make sure you have a bigger container. And you want to make sure that when you're doing this, you wear gloves, whether it's inside or outside. You want to wear gloves because this is old food. And I know people are like, oh, it's old food and all that. Why would you be scared to touch it? Not that you're scared to touch it, just a lot of bacteria that, regardless, you have to wash your hands eventually. If your gloves tend to break or your hands get sweaty like that. But you want to protect your hands from a lot of that bacteria from that old food and that mildew, so you will not get sick. Sometimes I like to wear a face mask when I'm doing my compost, just for the simple reason I like to let it mildew a little bit, and I don't want to breathe in a lot of that stuff if I'm doing it inside. So the middle is still really cold and still kind of frozen. So I would leave it in overnight just so I could really break it down and compost it. But I'm not going to do that this time for so many reasons. I'm going through a move right now, and so within the next week I will not be here as often. And yeah, we're going through a big move. So this is just the cardboard that I had, and I really didn't want to add this in right now, seeing how I have quite enough of it in there, as well as it's going to take up a lot of space. And I have this big container here of food that I've been composting. Alright, so here I had some white sugar, and we don't really use white sugar. I had it for a recipe one time, and it's just been a good amount sitting around. So I took the white sugar. I usually like to use brown sugar for my garden. I took the white sugar. I took some warm or room temperature water, really. We're going to shake it up in there, make it some sugar water. We're going to add that to the compost. And what that does is when you grow things, that sugar adds to, like, if it's flowers, the scent is going to be really strong. If it's marijuana, it's going to give off a really good scent and flavor, and help with the resin as well. If it's food, I guess it just helps the compost break down better so that the food can intake those nutrients. I'm not really sure. I'm not an expert, you guys. I'm still learning myself. So I know a lot of people asking me a lot of questions. I'm learning as you're learning. We're doing this together, guys. So grow with me, learn with me. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take some of this water and I'm going to break down some of this cardboard, and then I'll be putting in this food and stuff that I have here. So I'm just gonna do this really quick. Pat that down on top. And you can get it as small as you want. I'm not really breaking this one really small. Like I said, I'm kind of pressed for time, being that my daughter is still a little dependent on me right now. Also, this is like really soft, flimsy cardboard. So it's like, seems like it's been broken down and blended back together. So it's gonna break down really nicely on its own. I don't need to do too much. I'm just gonna wet it up. Now I hope you guys can see this. I hope I have it at a good angle. I'm gonna wet it up like that. Let me scooch over a little bit. Wet it up. Alright. And you can add more warm water to it if you want. Or if not, I'm not really trying to let it seep through, because this is a felt bag, so I don't really want it to get too wet while I'm still in the house. Because I don't want it to get down to the floor there. So I'm just going to put it on this plastic bag. And you can see my compost. It's come along really nicely. Really nicely. So it has that cardboard in there. It has the food. It has the cinnamon that I put in. This is all the cardboard from the top. So I'm just going to throw that on top of there. And then this is my food, the limes and the green beans and all that stuff that I showed you guys last time. And you can just pack that down in there, and let the water, the moisture from that just seep on down. Alright. I'm going to pack this up. Like I said, I'm going to be getting a bigger container. That way I can really mix this in. And you can put a good amount of stuff in this compost. You know what I'm saying? I have scraps from my marijuana plant. I have apples and oranges and green beans stuff. You know, you just don't want to put like cooked foods. Really, like stuff like that. That type of stuff is really just going to add bad bacteria. So this is just mainly produce. And you see how it's looking. You know, you see how it's looking, and this how it's coming along. So I'm gonna add this little bit of water that I have left, because I want to clean this jar out anyways. So I wanted that sugar out of that jar. I'm just trying to make sure it's not leaking over the sides, you know. But like I said, I'm learning, I'm going with you guys. I also wanted to get rid of this container, this plastic and stuff. So I'm just gonna place this outside. I got my cinnamon in it, so the cat shouldn't get to it. All the other animals might not care. So I might just put the plastic over it and make sure it's secured underneath another pot of soil or something like that, just to hold it so the animals can't get to it. Alright, this is what I'm gonna do here. So let me show you what I mean. This is a mountain of good food. So this is just a year's worth of food for me. Not even everything. Like I've let a lot of stuff go. So this is soil, food, just other scraps, cardboard, different stuff like that. The toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls, stuff like that. Maybe even some tissue. Like you see tissue on the floor there, is because I'm usually putting it in there. So, this is how I'm coming, you guys. And you can add a lot of stuff to your compost. Do it however you want, and just have fun with it, and make sure it's healthy. And if you really want to be an expert with this, my goal is not really to become an expert. It's just for a fun hobby for me, and to help you guys grow. So I learn as I go, and I will teach as I gain more information. But it is more so for you guys to take what you can from my videos. And if you want to become an expert, practice makes perfect. And just be observant, be attentive to your garden, and take time to realize what ingredients are you putting in your garden, and what is it doing for your garden. If you want, I can make benefit videos. And what I mean by benefit videos is what different foods and different things added to your garden does to your garden. What benefits do they add to your garden? So like peppers, they give that vitamin C. Potatoes, they give phosphorus. Bananas, they give potassium. And different stuff like that. So you just want to learn what benefits each thing that you're adding to the garden is putting in the garden, so you're not putting in too much of something and not enough of something, or you're not just putting in stuff in the garden and waiting for it to turn, and it's really not giving your garden no benefits. You want to get the ultimate grow out of your compost. And so that's what this is about, and that's what this journey has been about, and that's what I'm hoping you guys have been learning a few of my tips in between these videos, if you've been watching them fully. If not, then still good luck to you. I appreciate you even clicking on the video. Thank you guys. So I hope this has been a little bit of informative for you. Please give me a like, subscribe, comment below for more videos and what type of videos you would like to see. And see, we got little buggers coming out of the plant. See, that's what happens when you bring them from the inside. You got to be careful too, because sometimes bugs get in the plants, and you got to be careful. And so yeah, just let me know what videos you guys want to see, and we'll see you next time.